Welcome back everybody. The Walking Dead just dropped something huge on us. They just gave us a bunch of stills for episode 10, and in these stills we have our first look at Alpha before she became Alpha. Like, it looks like in this episode we're gonna get some flashbacks and how before all this shit went down and before the whispers, and we're gonna see it happen in the episode, which I am excited for, and I can't believe they dropped these. So in today's video we're gonna discuss them and break it down for you guys. Before I do begin, if you are a fan of The Walking Dead, be sure to hit the subscribe button for daily content. But other than that, let's get started. So there you go, folks. Take a good gander at Mrs. Alpha. This is before she became Alpha. Obviously it's a zombie apocalypse still, but man, I did not expect them to drop this on us. We still haven't seen her bald with the with her front face bald, and I don't know if it's weird of me, but I really want to see that. I'm excited for that. But man, this is awesome. I didn't really expect us to get a flashback form of Alpha this early on, but it's happening, and I'm excited, and I cannot wait to see it. And then we have this image right here of Alpha and young Lydia. Now, for a second, I was like, Judith, is that you? But it's not Judith, obviously. But man, it's so crazy looking at this photo, because this is just, a very innocent looking photo. Just a mother and daughter hanging out, playing checkers. Obviously, there's a zombie apocalypse going on, but still, like, we know Alpha is who she is today, and it's so much different, and I cannot wait to see this transformation, from seeing what happened and what went wrong for her to become the person she is today. And then we have this image right here of Alpha and this guy who they are labeling as Frank. Now, Frank could be possibly Alpha's husband, and then we have Lydia here carrying the laundry. Now, obviously Frank isn't on the show anymore, or he isn't alive anymore, because I don't think so. I mean, he could, but I don't think so. But this is, I think, something obviously bad is going to happen to him in this episode. Or maybe he, was a bad person and caused some trouble, and Alpha took her daughter and left. I don't know exactly. That would be an interesting way to go. And then also, they could also just do the regular way where, she loses somebody she loves and kind of changes a person. I kind of see them doing that more. Her losing Frank and then ending up being a different person. But we have this image right here later on of Frank and Alpha, and they're talking, and this looks like, again, it's out of context, so we don't know exactly what's going on, but they could be arguing in this scene right here. There's definitely some sort of tension, and man, Alpha just looks so innocent and just like a regular person. It's so crazy to see who she became now. But anyways, we don't exactly know what's going on, but maybe Frank is a bad person and Alpha took, maybe he's not even the husband. I don't know. I'm just assuming it's the husband. But maybe Alpha just took Lydia and left, or Frank died and changed her. But we have some people in the background here, and this kind of reminds me of the Sanctuary in a way. But obviously, I mean, it kind of is a sanctuary because it's obviously somewhere they're staying and, kind of surviving. And this is definitely early on in the apocalypse. And then we have this image right here of Frank and some people having like a little discussion / meeting, and they have some medicine and water and stuff on the table. Probably just figuring out what to do or how to get supplies. But we have Alpha here in the background, and we actually have an image of this from her point of view. Right here, we have Alpha sitting here thinking about something, and the meeting is going on in the back here. And then we have Lydia all the way in the back over there. So Alpha, I'm kind of putting things together in my head, and I have a feeling Alpha is frustrated here. There's a reason she's not at that meeting. Maybe she had an argument with Frank, and Frank upset her, and she's kind of sitting this one out, doing her own thing. But all these little things are going to build up character and make her the person she is. Every little thing in this apocalypse, because we've seen characters that we've grown with, little things change them here and there. So hopefully we get to see a lot of that in this episode. And this episode looks to be packed because we're having present day and then also the past. So this looks to be a really, really good episode. But those are the stills we got for Alpha, like the past of her, and hopefully we get to see her actually becoming Alpha. I think that would be really cool, like maybe getting an idea or something, not like full on, they don't have to fully show it, because I get it. They have, they have to, balance things out with the present story. But I think if Alpha gets like maybe some sort of idea or indication that, wearing skin helps you or something, I think that'll be pretty cool, because it'll give us, oh, that's how Alpha, became who she is, because she saw this happen, and then she got this idea, and then, you know, she kind of blew it out of proportions or something. But yeah, those are the stills we got for Alpha. But we got some other stills also of present day story when, you know, they're dealing with Alpha coming to the hilltop, and we're going to discuss those right now. We have a still right here of two Whisperers kind of spying on the hilltop, and this is obviously before Alpha gets there. So maybe Alpha sends some Whisperers to the hilltop to check it out, and then they report back to Alpha and she comes back. Or Alpha just sends them first to clear it out, and then Alpha comes last. Obviously, they're going to protect Alpha. And then we also have that in the other trailer where all the Whisperers are kind of walking in a straight line, and that's probably towards the hilltop. So that's, you know, that's where they most likely are going to clear it out, and then, you know, calling Alpha to come. And then we have this one right here. We've seen this one before. Daryl, Yumiko, Terra, and Magna all perching up on top of this you know, wall to check out what's going on. And I'm pretty sure on the other side of this, they are seeing the Whisperers coming at them. And I can only imagine how terrifying it actually is. There's also another still of Terra right here. She's looking with the binoculars, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna be her, you know, looking at the Alpha. And hopefully we get to see it through the binoculars. That'll be pretty cool. And then we have a couple images of Magna's group. Right here we have Kelly, Connie, Yumiko, and Magna, and they are out by themselves at night in the woods. Now, this is not a very smart idea. Now, it's hard to tell if this is going to be before or after Alpha comes to the hilltop, because we know why they're out there. Obviously, they're going to be looking for Luke because their friend is missing. But if Alpha comes to the hilltop and she doesn't have Luke with them, maybe she says Luke and Alden are back at the Whisper community. We want Lydia, and then we'll do a trade after that. And then obviously they're probably gonna decline, and then maybe they go out and search on their own. Or this is gonna be before Alpha comes to the hilltop, like early on in the episode, and they're out looking for Luke and Alden. They don't find them, and then they go back home. Alpha comes, and then they find Luke there. But I don't. In the promo images and in the trailers we have Alpha at the front of the hilltop, and I don't see Luke and Alden there at all. So I actually think they might be back at the Whisper camp or something, and that's why, you know, they're out there looking for them. Because we know that trade is not going to go well, and I also think Henry is going to go after Lydia because she's going to escape, because I don't think they're going to trade it off. So the only way for Lydia to escape is for, or the only way for Lydia to go back to the Whisper camp is for Lydia to escape. And I have a feeling she is going to escape, because in the trailer we have Henry running into Beta. So he most likely is in the woods going after Lydia. And then we also have that shot of Daryl following the Whisperers. So maybe he's also going to be going after the Whisperers to go to the base to get, you know, Luke and Alden. It's not very smart to go on his own, though, because he knows how many Whisperers are there. But he also could be going after Henry, and then, you know, those two are going to get themselves in some trouble. So this episode looks to be really, really packed. We're going to get Alpha coming to the hilltop. They're going to be discussing. We're going to see Alpha for the first time without the mask on. And then also we're going to see the flashbacks. Now, I'm interested to see how they are going to tell the flashbacks, because I have a feeling they're going to tell him through Lydia. When Lydia is going to be talking to Daryl through the, you know, the cell, I feel like that's when they're going to tell the flashbacks. I have a feeling, because I don't know, I feel like in order to tell the flashbacks, there needs to be some sort of conversation going on. I feel like they just randomly throw them in there a little bit. It'll be a little weird. So I think if Lydia is going to be the one talking to Daryl, and then, you know, the flashbacks will come through that. But man, am I excited for this flashback story. I cannot wait to see how, you know, Alpha became Alpha. If you've been watching this channel, you know how many times I've been saying I want like an Alpha spin-off. I want to see how she became who she is. But it looks like we're going to be getting that in episode 10. I think it'll also be pretty cool if we somehow see her meeting Beta, or maybe they're going to save that for later on. Because they could do flashbacks throughout the season, little by little. Not every single episode, because that'll be too much. But, you know, I don't know if episode 10 is an extended episode or not. I haven't looked into that yet. Let me know in the comments down below if it is. But there you go, guys. Those are the stills we got for The Walking Dead Season 9, Episode 10, titled Omega. Hopefully you guys did enjoy that. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating, and then also leave all your thoughts and opinions about these stills in Episode 10 in the comments down below. And what do you want to see in the flashback? And, you know, what do you really want to know about Alpha? And then also, The Walking Dead dropped 2 sneak peeks. We have one from The Talking Dead of Lydia and Henry, which I really, really liked. And then we have one of the group in the woods, Magnus group in the woods. So I'm going to discuss both of those in the video, so stay tuned for that. Again, thank you for watching. Leave all your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys later.